5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo. We back with a
We out here, baby.
very special episode of FireSide Chat, episode 3, I believe.
Y'all.
I got my co-host, cool motherfucking John. How you doing, my nigga?
I'm all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, we out here, baby. You know, gotta stay G'd up. From the feet up, baby. You already know what it is.
Yep. And it's your boy right here, Eli the Jai. And I guess I don't think we ever really took any time to explain exactly what it is we do and what we're doing. Would you like to take a crack at that?
As far as the podcast goes, or are we just talking about
podcast? As far as Fireside, what are we doing here? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so basically, from what I can just surmise, this is what I'm just gonna say. I think we are an outlet, not necessarily an outlet, but we are a place where you can get information, where you can laugh, where you can also, you know, those topics that people discuss, those barbershop topics, those topics that you and your friends have, those debates. We're gonna have them. We actually have those debates here on Fireside Chat. We're pop culture, we're sports, we're social issues, and then we're comedy, you know. And I think we're comedy.
We're comedy, but we're real at the same time. We're gonna talk about real things. And I think when you say barbershop, you say everything right there. Basically, no holds barred.
No holds barred, you know, and I love that pun you just used, even though it's not necessarily a pun, but it's a pun. But yeah, you did that, bro. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And you know, when we do win our first Grammy or Oscar, I'm not sure which category we can submit this to. Hell, we might win them both. Fuck it. I'm gonna remember this moment where you so eloquently described what it is we do on a day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis. Actually. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you, absolutely. You know, and you know, let's just keep grinding, and let's keep climbing and flying, baby.
All right, and with no further ado, first question: should lingerie football be more popular? That's the hard-hitting question that everybody wants to know. So, you know, I think we should just go ahead and delve right in.
Well, you know how I feel about this. Well, no, you don't. That's why you were asking me.
Right.
I think lingerie football. I think we need to. It's two sides to this particular topic. On one end, I'm sympathetic to the fact that this is entertainment, and these women are, you know, getting paid to do this, and I want to also say they enjoyed what they're doing. I want to say they enjoy what they're doing to a degree, you know. There's some fun in that.
I think it's interesting that you went straight to the women and their enjoyment of the sport. And I think that it shouldn't be lost on anyone that my nigga John went straight to their perspective, because I think everyone thinks it's a male thing, the male gaze.
No, we're not gonna go there because that's easy. It's easy to talk about. Because okay, what's my perspective? Yes, I love seeing women run around half naked with their titties bouncing everywhere playing football. It's fun to watch.
You like that? Okay.
Huh?
You like that?
I don't mind it. Is it the, you know, I don't mind. Is it the best thing in the world? Nah. Is it enjoyable at times? Yes. Am I clamoring to go on YouTube and catch, you know, women playing flag football? Nah. I'm not sure. Nah. But if I caught it on ESPN, am I gonna change the channel? Probably not. I'm probably just gonna sit through and watch these girls, you know, tackle each other, and maybe potentially a titty might slide out.
Oh, man, that's crazy. If a titty slipped out, you got me for like another half hour. Off top.
Off top,
you got me for the half hour. You could go in.
Off top. I'm hoping there's a back-to-back game. I'm hoping there's a double header, because now I'm really about to watch the rest of these games.
Are you hitting the guide? You gonna check the guide once you see the titty. Titty. Titty make you hit the guide real quick. 2 titties hit record is usually I think the ratio broke down. But and okay, I think where we're at. Okay, so I think we both agree that it should be more popular, at least, if maybe not more respected. But I think they should be respected.
Because
I've been watching it.
Because
they're hidden, bro.
It falls under the line. It falls under the line of more of adult entertainment category rather than sports.
Is it because
that's why? Let's all be honest.
Is it because they're naked? It's not because they're women. It's because they're naked. Is that what you're saying?
It's both of them. It's both.
Okay. It's the combination of naked and.
It's a combination of it. They're not mutually exclusive. No, not at all. You know.
I think that's true. I think that's true. But I would like to see more popular. I've heard the argument, and it's confirmation bias, but I'm willing to be persuaded that they like wearing the little thongs and playing football. That's empowering to them. So, I think
it's fun. Look, everybody trying to win somehow, dude. Let me tell you something, bro. There's somebody out there sucking dick for $5. All right, I know I took it to the extreme, but somebody out there doing some really fucked up ass shit just to fulfill something. These girls are actually, number one, on TV, making some money. I don't know how much money they're making, but there's some dollar signs going in their bank accounts.
Not much money.
Not much money. But it's not much money, but it's better than being on the streets.
It is better than being on the street. That is true. That is true. I never thought of it that way, but you're right. I think I should put more things through that filter. Is this thing better than being on the streets?
I can't hold it.
You know what? And speaking of being on the streets, should college athletes get paid? A lot of these niggas would be on the streets. If not for college, at least that's what the NCAA would like us to believe, is that they really are saving these kids from themselves. I don't know. What do you think?
This is a controversial one, but I believe they should get paid, and this is why. This is the thing about it's a two-part thing, and that's why I said it's a little bit of a caveat. Number one, I think that it should be monitored heavily. Like it needs to be something that's monitored. You can't just be giving these kids cash and just have fun. No. There needs to be a level of accountability, responsibility with these kids. That's one. Secondly, the problem I'm having is if I go to Hawaii and I'm raw, and I'm raw, and I'm not really garnering a lot of attention. I'm not getting a lot of attention from the media, but I'm good, and I'm probably gonna go to the draft. Is it fair that I'm of the same elite caliber as another player that may be on Duke, and he's gonna get some money because he's on a major primetime team? It happens. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So how does that work? So is everybody gonna get the same kind of thing? Because I guess then that the issue I'm having now is it about ability? Is it about where you are? Is it about market? Is it because I play for Kentucky, so I'm going to get more money? What is this all about? So it may not be equal across the board, which is probably going to go into our next question about these schools that are not garnering much income as far as their sports department.
Yeah. I mean, so I think your first point was really that they need to be regulating how much money. Like they can't just give these kids, here's your check, and let them without. Yeah. I guess, or you think about like money management skills for these kids, like making sure
18, 19, and I'm not trying to be trying to make any stereotypes about anybody, but some of these kids don't have the foundation that I had, or even you had, or anybody had.
Okay, George Carl.
I'm just saying. Some of them did not.
No,
some of them did not. And if you don't have it, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it is not about squandering money.
Yeah.
It's just.
But I want to get.
It's not about squandering money. That's not what it's about.
I definitely want to get to your second point, because I think that's the more interesting one, which is what about. Okay, so there's certain programs out there that make the most money just because of their name brand, like the name brand recognition. You got your Duke, like you said. maybe even what USC, Notre Dame, Alabama, etc. You could probably guess. Alabama's really a one sport program. But but I would say there's already like a strong incentive to go to those schools as purely an investment in yourself, because that's a way to get the most eyeballs on you. You know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to like ball out after you graduate, you want to play for Notre Dame or Michigan or Ohio State or whatever. So I'm not sure whether introducing money, you know what? This is where it would really start to affect decision making at the player level when you're deciding on schools.
Yeah.
Is when you were gonna go to your local school out of like I grew up here, like I always wanted to go to LSU because I grew up in the backwoods or whatever. Now it's like I don't give a fuck about that at all. I'm just going to whoever can pay me the most money. I mean, this is if they didn't just profit share. But there probably is too many schools to profit share like the NBA does.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter,
Thank you. And you kind of, the point you were making was where I was going to go to next, basically that what would college basketball, what would college football, what would even college baseball look like if people were going to schools because of money? And there were a lot of kids that will, including myself, who would have definitely gone to schools because of money if they were offering that cash. Yeah. Then what happens to college basketball as a whole? Now we got these mega programs now, so it's like all about business.
Business. It's all about money, bro. Everything's about money.
It's all about money.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
But it is fun to watch them act like it's not, though. Like they really are looking out for these students.
Yeah.
That shit makes me laugh personally. I like it. I think it's funny. They be like, you know,
it's interesting. That's why I love Calipari and the whole Kentucky program, because we know you one and done. We know you out of here. So the love I'm showing you right now is the love I'm actually showing you for real. It's not like this is it, because I know we trying to get this championship. Everything I'm telling you is what it is. You're damn near already at professional level already. You know what I'm saying? Real. So it's a different like atmosphere.
Real.
Versus other schools, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think when you know you're going to in 8 months you're going to start practicing with NBA players. You're going to be in practice.
Yeah.
So what's the point of me trying to? Yeah. That's a waste.
That's real. That's real. You know, that's less fun because you know they're being honest with these kids. Like, look, we got you for one reason to play sports. We don't really care about you graduating with your communications degree or whatever. You know, you could pick that up when you get there, basically. And I've seen a lot of athletes pick it up. You know, Chris Webber could barely talk when that nigga picked up a mic and got on TV. So I know you could pick it up later on. And same thing with Reggie Miller. So I think it's better, you know, if you have the ability, you type of person who's gonna make a lot of money anyway, you should just go ahead, go to the best school you can, whatever ones that get you the most money, and go ahead and go on to the league. You know, and people ask, well, what about women's programs or other programs that don't necessarily make money? Should they be getting paid too? Should they be profit sharing with the men? How does that work out? You got Title IX issues and like legal issues where I guess women have to be compensated or treated equally in school and athletics.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you work that out.
That's really interesting, because then like now let me give you another side to it. What about schools like Tennessee, right? Where at a point their women's program was the program. That was the program that was winning championships.
Right.
That was a program that was put them on a map. So does it mean that they're going to be getting paid that money? Now, just from history, I highly doubt they're going to be like, oh yeah, let's pay these female college athletes hella money because they're bringing attention to our school. Please, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yeah, it's true. You see how they trying to screw over the dudes. You know they about to screw the women extra hard if they can.
Oh, guaranteed.
If they can, yeah.
Guaranteed.
They can, but you know that's why they got these laws.
Guaranteed. And if anybody should be getting is the women, because unless you go into like Spain or someone, nigga, you better have some other contingency plans cracking off with that basketball. WNBA is cool. I'm just keeping it solid. Unless you Lisa Leslie, you better have some sort of other, like ESPN analyst, have some sort of backup plan ready to go.
Yeah.
Because you ain't just going to run up in there and say, oh, I'm about to be a professional athlete. And I'm not trying to be rude or sexist. That is very cute. But the reality is, you trying to go to the next level out here. This literally is it.
Yeah.
After college, this is it.
This is it. It's a wrap on that whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, I'm high. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm high as hell. Oh yeah, I'm high right now. By the way, smoking.
smoking on that
Ever-
good weed, nigga.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Smoking on that sticky.
Ooh. Ooh. Smoking on that chronic, baby. Smoking on that tree.
Smoking on that marijuana. Yeah. Don't you want to roll
Kinda
up
sad.
with
I'm almost on my last bowl. This is my last bowl.
Hit the last bowl. Hit the last bowl. And then I think after you hit that last bowl, you'll be really prepared for this question, which is, where do you think Kendrick Lamar is going with this next album? He came out with this. Honestly, I want to start. He did earlier stuff. I like to start at Section 80 when I tell the story of Kendrick. And as you can tell, I'm a fan of Kendrick.
I love talking about Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kendrick, yeah, I could talk about Kendrick for a minute. But Section 80 came out, amazing album, already low-key killed the game. Then he dropped the Good Kitty, Mad City. White people found out about him. They loved him too. It's awesome. Then he kind of blinded a lot of people and dropped To Pimp a Butterfly. And in my opinion, really set the bar even higher for himself and for all the other rappers. And now the question is, where does this nigga go from here? Like, Kendrick, where you going from here, bro? I'm curious. I think he's gonna just record the next album just like with all fucking jungle sounds or some shit. He's gonna be out in the fucking like Serengeti recording this shit. I can just imagine it. So I don't know. Where do you go? Where do you go from here?
Kendrick Lamar. The truth is, Kendrick has changed the game in so many ways. After To Pimp a Butterfly, it's almost like he broke ground that was already broken already. You know what I'm saying? But he rebroke it. And if you notice, a lot of them, he rebroke it. Yeah. And I think after that, you see the Anderson Paaks. You see the internets. You see a lot of LA based artists as well, but you see a lot of these artists are in that neo soul, sort of jazz soul funk. And if I'm just gonna go based off of, first of all, I also want to say this before I don't want to graze over this, but I just want to touch on. I was a big fan of the Untitled Masters, and a lot of people kind of grazed over that. Were like, you know what, it was and I see why he kind of didn't use these tracks. I loved it, maybe because it was a little bit more upbeat and happier to me, and it was fun. It was more of a different kind of thing, and he was still spitting that real knowledge, but it was just a different feel to it.
That's real.
But I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
It was a really good one. But anyways, from just gauging from his performances and the last couple things that I've seen, he's either going to give us a little bit. He's either gonna go because of the keys to the cities of Compton, because of the space that he's in. I don't really see him going the other direction from where he's going too much. If he does go the other direction. So what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by the other direction? Get specific. Like
the other direction would be like, you know, more. He's kind of always been in this on this route, but I think going to the more basic, it's not gonna be like anything that is not conscious. It's not gonna. If he's gonna talk about hood shit, he's not gonna use it just to talk. He never did, but it's really not gonna be. He's definitely not gonna be reckless anymore about what he's saying anymore. For sure, he knows the space that he's in, and if he's smart, you know you're not Drake, so you better take advantage of the space that you actually are in control of, and that you want to do anyways. So what I would say to him is, more than likely he's probably going to get into more of a spoken word jazz fusion type of. He may go deeper into where he was going to anyways.
I hope not.
Or continue off of.
I hope he doesn't go into
see,
spoken word. I heard you say that. I was like, damn, because track number 2 on To Pimp a Butterfly, I think it's for free, is like a slam poetry, spoken word, finger snappy type of shit.
I sense it.
You said you what?
I sense it.
You sense that?
I sense it.
I don't know, bro. That's like the only song I skip every time. I got to.
Or, sometimes people like to give you contrast. So maybe he'll give us To Pimp a Butterfly. Boom. Keep that. That's a classic. Y'all keep that for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you some hood shit.
Yeah.
But the hood shit is going to be close to home. It's going to be more like All Right. You know how the track All Right. More like that, but more gritty. He may give you a little bit more gritty this time. But don't be surprised if he goes deeper into what he was going to.
Man.
Listening
to you say he might go the other way makes me really wish that he was the last verse on Bad and Bougie instead of Lil Uzi. Because I think Lil Uzi, that little mother, he tried his best to ruin that damn song with that verse. That's my personal opinion. He don't like the Migos. He got beef. I don't know. But I don't like that. His verse almost took me out my whole feng shui listening to that shit. I think Kendrick.
It's more because he did his own thing. He was doing his own thing, and it didn't really go with the song. And I really don't appreciate you coming at Uzi like that.
I did. I came out just to incite you.
And you really came at him kind of hard, and I don't really get it, bro. Like,
but it's real though. It's nothing but love. It's real. I don't like that verse. I only am so passionate about it because it's an amazing song. Like you stressed that during episode 1. It's true, bro. Like they hit that one out the park. Uzi nearly ruined that shit for me.
Hey man, to each his own, man. But let's cool off on the Uzi, man. All right.
All right. Let's move on before we start really fighting over this damn rapper. But yo, so one thing you said earlier that was interesting. You said Kendrick's not Drake, and he needs to understand that he's not Drake. And that made me think about something, right? So if you're thinking about who is the best rapper right now, unless you're like a really big fan of somebody, honestly, you're probably gonna think for a while. And even if you are a huge Kendrick fan like me, you probably hesitate to go ahead and just give him that title. And the reason is there's a huge hole, a huge gap in his game. There's a chink in his armor, and him being Kendrick, and that being my nigga can't do the club banger.
He doesn't do clubs
He can't do a club banger, and swimming pools wasn't it, and
King Kunta don't really count, even though in LA we really we don't count.
Yeah, that's true. You do like a little chicken walk for like a second, and then it's like all right,
for like cool. 2 seconds, and you gotta get right back to go get your drink and come back to the dance floor.
Yeah, go ahead, take a piss, my nigga, you good.
Yeah, he's like,
go ahead, take your piss, bruh. Go ahead. Yo, that'd be a good TV show. Just have cameras on people's faces, like while they getting danced on by women, and then just switching the song to King Kunta and just seeing niggas' faces.
Is it King Kunta?
Yeah, that should be hella funny. Yo, you can play the juvenile, back that ass up, right, and then immediately into King Kunta.
See his face is turned like, what the hell? Did this nigga just play some? What the hell is this shit?
Yeah, no, you're right. Niggas will be wanting to fight. You want to shoot that motherfucker up? King Kunta.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. So
the best rappers right now, to me, it's a tie. It's a tie between Young Ma and Kevin Gates. And I say this because I can't really tell the difference between the two. And yeah.
I mean,
sorry, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
And you know what? Obviously, this isn't the first time I've heard that they look alike, but I would like to see them at the same place at the same time. Just one time.
Just one time, please. One time. Let's just satisfy that truth that they're not the same person, please.
Yeah.
No, the best rapper right now. It's difficult, man. That's a difficult question to answer at any point. My favorite rapper, just for everybody's sake, is Currency. If you don't know, that's my favorite rapper. And then that's like
Hot
I guess
spitter.
the older.
So the hot spitter.
Hot Spitter Andretti. So that's my favorite as of now. Growing up, obviously Jay-Z, Nas, Decameron, all those other ones, Eminem.
Killer. That's my favorite rapper. That's my favorite rapper.
But I guess these days is current. But the best rapper I would say right now, who I really like. He's not the best rapper, but because I look at Kendrick as almost like a LeBron James. He's gonna get the MVP every year. You can't give it to anybody else.
That's
you might as
true.
well just give it to him. So give it to somebody else. Give it to Russell or give it to Harden. Don't give it to LeBron. LeBron already got it 20 times. There's no need to give it to him again.
Yeah,
he
right.
is the MVP every time.
And I think that LeBron analogy is so fucking good. Good job. That's a good one, Cole. Like, because Kendrick and LeBron, like, and I guess club bangers would be what, free throws in the fourth quarter or some shit like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and LeBron's playing a different sport than everybody else. Everybody else is just trying to get their contract for the next year and just kind of like live life. LeBron's trying to climb, the Mount Rushmore of all the different categories that he's competing in. Best player of all time,
Absolutely.
most rings, all these types of areas. Kendrick's in that type of thing. He's trying to like compete with the heavyweights, the people you're mentioning, the Jay-Z's and the Killer Cam. I put Killer Cam in there whenever I can into the list of the greatest. So I feel like
Kendrick wants to
be up there.
Kendrick wants to be Kendrick. He could even be a James Brown. Depending. And not to that level. There's a certain level of there's a certain type and like there's still a limit to that. But I'm just saying, his space is important. It's not just about rap though, and that's what was so crazy. And the reason I'm using the James Brown analogy too is because James Brown was talented and he was talking about things that were relevant.
Well, James Brown is all over his last album, so I got it immediately. I was like, yeah, James Brown. You can see
exactly.
all into Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah. All in it.
All in it, yeah.
All in it.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, I think that, it's difficult to give it to Kendrick, but there are definitely, it's the thing about it, right? I'm going to be honest with you right now. The industry is so heavily saturated right now with a lot of people that can really spit, bruh. And it's so hard to say who can spit better than who. Now, of the mainstream rappers out there, it's difficult to call because just like the previous episode, a lot of these mumble rappers is in there, and I'm not giving them nothing because we're talking about rapping now, not mumbling. We're talking about rapping.
That's like a get off my porch tape.
Exactly.
To get the fuck off my porch. Pull up your pants, motherfucker, and rap.
Exactly. I know. I'm gonna pull out my Kumo D cassette tape in a second.
Well, put the Kangol on to the side, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, but I think there's still what happened to the art, bro. I don't want to go on a tangent, but come on, baby.
Yeah.
What happened to the art of rapping? That's why Kendrick is always gonna be LeBron in my eyes.
That's real.
Because it's not like Kendrick can't
I'll
come
be
and do a club banger.
If J. Cole ain't a Kevin Durant ass nigga. In this analogy.
You are being incredibly disrespectful to Kevin Durant, and I'm really gonna call you. I'm calling you out right now. You're being really disrespectful.
Okay.
Yeah, he's more of a Mario Chalmers. He's more of a Mario Chalmers.
That's funny.
No, okay. No, J. Cole is like Blake Griffin.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Explain though. I see it, but I want to hear where you got that from.
Okay. He's obviously an elite player, right?
Right.
He's an
Maybe.
elite player.
I don't know how obvious it is, but okay, I'll go with you.
No, he is an elite. It's not obvious because he puts a lot of corny nonsense.
He does.
But you know he's talented.
You know he's talented.
You know he's talented.
Okay.
You know that he does put out good music here and there, so he's what I would like to call inconsistent in that arena. Their personalities are obviously different, but as far as their placement in my eyes, that's the quickest thing I could come up with. That's a little bit disrespectful to Blake Griffin a little bit, because I like him I just like Blake Griffin. But as far as the elite,
Blake Griffin deserves a little bit of disrespect. I just want to put that out there, just a little bit, not a lot, but
okay,
the occasional shot because of the inconsistency that you're speaking on, and really the tendency to disappoint in big moments also has become a hallmark of his game. So I think that's fair enough. That's fair. Absolutely.
And honestly, this was a great opportunity for J. Cole to come and show everybody, look, you know, it's not just Forest Hills Drive. Yes, a lot of people like that, but I got some. You came and gave us some, like, sleep music, nigga. Like, what is this, bruh? Like, come on. And I'm not going to say there weren't any good songs or wasn't. It was, but, like, once again, bro, you're too talented to be doing this corny ass shit.
What was the name of the project? The sleepy shit you talking about?
Bruh, we got to go look that up, because that's how sleepy it was, bro. I forget. I mean, it was a dream. It's all a dream.
But I don't know. I don't even listen to J. Cole, honestly.
I don't really either, but I have listened to Forest Hills Drive. I have to listen to the albums just to keep up, but and it was difficult to get through, and it bothers me because, like I said, you know, you see the promise, and J. Cole is the student that wants to be amongst the masters, that has master skills, but he still wants to be a student at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. It must be hard
because he hasn't really, to me, he's still trying to formulate his own sound in the industry.
It has
That's
to be
just
hard.
the truth.
I think he. I don't know, man. I think he already has his fan base. I think he understands that.
They're like, yeah, people like,
yeah.
No, people love him. People love him. I mean, I'm not a fan like that, but I think he's talented for sure. I think he knows how to make good music when he really wants to. I liked a couple of tracks on Born Set. I mean, he's talented, bruh. Like, he's not, you know, I can't take nothing away from the man. But all I'm saying is, bruh, like, when you have that kind of skill set, I expect you to come through at a certain level. I expect you to, you know, to really, you know, perform and do things at a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's true. You know, speaking of skills, performing and doing things at a certain level, what do you think about this Floyd Mayweather, that is, Conor McGregor fight? I don't know. You think it's actually going to happen? What's going to happen?
Well, you know, I think Mayweather's a very, 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 very business, you know, minded person. Mm-hmm. He's not the smartest business person probably on his own, but he's business minded, which makes him business savvy because he's focused on business all the time. So the main thing I want to say is all of this stuff is to hype. If y'all hype it up, this is the thing. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. If y'all hype it up, which is what he wants, which is why he's coming out and doing all these appearances. If y'all hype it up and make it worth that amount of money that he wants to get paid, because I think they've already decided on some money, he's already put a dollar amount out there. But if y'all hype it up to where the money looks right, he's gonna fight that dude. Oh yeah. Oh no. If the money is right, he's gonna fight dude. I don't know how that's gonna look. I'm curious. I don't want Mayweather to get knocked out. I don't think he will. They're gonna be boxing though, So I don't know how that's gonna work.
He's not gonna get knocked out. I'd be surprised if Conor McGregor laid a glove on that nigga.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna catch him at all.
I'd be really shocked. That's the game within the game. Can Conor McGregor touch this nigga? Can he even?
I don't think he's able to catch him. It's too much defensive boxing. It's too much defensive boxing going on in there. It's way too much. So
you know what they should do? Because I'm always thinking like, man, it's not really fair to make Conor have to box Floyd. They should make them box inside an octagon or a small ass ring so that Floyd can't run as much. Like, but still boxing rules. I think that would be a good compromise. This ain't a real boxing match any damn way. So we can go ahead and make it a full circus and go ahead and put it in a little ass ring.
I thought it'd be interesting. But I know Floyd would get killed if he went into the UFC ring.
Floyd, like you said, Floyd not smart, but he's smart enough not to do that. Niggas will figure that one. He'll figure that one out. I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah. No, he'll definitely figure that out.
Yeah, he'll figure that one out.
Yeah, he ain't gonna go in there.
Yeah.
But he's already. But we know he's that smart because he's already said it. Like, dude, Floyd wouldn't even do this fight if he thought it was a chance in hell of him really getting knocked out like that. Oh, please.
Floyd don't really take any fights if he don't know he can win, honestly. That's how I've got.
Exactly.
That's kind of the vibe I've been getting off him. I'm a Floyd fan. I'm a big fan of the money team.
No, the money team. It's always the money team.
Yeah, it's the money team.
It's the money team.
It's the money team. So
it's definitely the money team.
Yeah. So as I was saying, it's the money team. And
it's the money team. Yeah.
So Floyd is gonna make the right decision to get that money every time. I'm never really worried about the money. The money's not really the issue. The issue is always what's Floyd's motivation. Is he even gonna get touched? Is he gonna really fight the dude, or is he just gonna be running around making him look stupid and just taking his check and going home? Which is what I think's about to happen.
He's gonna take his check and go home like everybody know he.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all act like he's gonna get his money in bounds.
He's not even lying to us anymore. If you see him on TV,
he's just telling you, I'm gonna get my money. He tells you straight up, I'm here to get my money. If y'all niggas is talking about the right dollar amount, yes, I'm gonna fight this boy.
That's it.
And don't be surprised if I knock dude out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be real with you. Don't be because I hope Conor got some good conditioning going, because after the first, second, third, fourth, fifth round, okay, if you last, my nigga, like it's not like you just gonna go in there and just be doing all this kicking shit. You gotta box.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of swinging and missing too. More swinging and missing than you probably used to.
More swinging and missing, probably on your behalf, on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I found some other stuff. I found a little bit more, a couple more, a little bit of weed left. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think Floyd is just, he about to get his money. If Floyd is gonna get like upward of $25 million from this fight, yes, please fight this motherfucker. Yes, please take the money and fight his ass. But downwards of 5, it's not really worth it. Downwards at 10 is downwards at 10. Now you're just doing it just to help Conor's career.
Nah, 10, 50. They're talking about $100 million purses, like huge takes for at least for the money team. I think they're trying to shortchange Conor. They'll give him like 8, 10, 15.
Yeah, they're trying to give him some bullshit. Yeah, like nigga, who are you? Yeah. Like you're not getting 50 million. What the fuck is this bullshit? You're gonna get like 3. Nah, he shouldn't get no money. They shouldn't give Conor McGregor no money. I'm sorry, I'm just hating on Conor McGregor.
I like Conor McGregor. I'm a big MMA fan. So, and I'm always interested to see. I mean, it doesn't matter though, because boxing, how you gonna fight the best boxer ever if you don't box? It doesn't make any sense. Right?
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But he's not the best boxer ever, but someone who's even in that conversation. Really, you know what I mean? Like somebody's even in that conversation and you don't even box at all. It's stupid.
He's not the best boxer ever. I'm not gonna say that, but when it comes to like actual like finesse and like the technicalities of boxing, there's nobody better than Floyd Mayweather ever. I've never seen it. I've never seen a boxer with the technical skill that this man has. I've never seen anything like this before.
That's real. That's real. You know, and then easily somebody be like, "Well, you never saw Muhammad Ali." They be like, "You never saw Muhammad Ali."
Is he better than Muhammad Ali? Absolutely not. Overall, no. Now, could I see Mayweather outsmarting him? Absolutely.
See, even that right there,
see what I'm saying?
people would say is blasphemous. That you would even.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know because a lot of, I guess it's become a matchup thing.
If Ali were to connect, we know what's going to happen. But the thing about it is he gonna touch Floyd first? You gotta catch him first.
Well, there's like a 150-pound difference. So if they were the same size and they use the same tactics,
yeah, you gotta get.
I think
the same size.
I don't know. Would he touch him? I guess is what you're saying. I don't think so. That rope-a-dope shit won't work because Floyd's a counterpuncher. So you have to really come after him or wait him out. And I don't think you can outweigh Floyd. I really do think he's a boxing genius. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the boxing style. I'm not talking about because they're different weight classes, so you can't really do that. But at least as far as a boxing style, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, you're right. It'd be a fight, which is the point. It'd be a fight. So
yeah,
yeah. So fast forward to Conor McGregor, a UFC fighter trying to step in the ring and fight the nigga. It's an insanity, but you know that's the world we live in right now. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? In a world where Soulja Boy and Chris Brown can hop into a ring, why not go ahead and put Conor? You know, next thing you know, nigga, Conor gonna be fighting a lion. I think I'll watch that for sure.
I really want to watch that. I really want to watch that.
I'll watch.
I really want to watch that. Yeah, that sounds like that's gonna be tight.
That's UFC 225. It's gonna be just everybody fighting bears and shit. It's gonna be great.
Bears and lions and bears, and winning them. Some of these niggas will be beating bears up. Yeah. Beating lions up.
I got money on the lion. I want them to put the gloves on the lion though. I don't know why. That's important to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's key. I gotta find a picture of a lion with some gloves for this part. for damn sure. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah. I touched on it briefly, so I guess we might as well go ahead and update. So what's going on, man? You think they really about to fight, bro? And I'm talking about Soldier Boy, Big Soldier, Mr. Draco himself, and C Breezy, C Brizzle.
When I look at the industry, and I see what's going on with everybody, I see especially with the black industry, and I see how people are actually getting paid, and I see what's going on. I see the influx of reality TV by people who normally wouldn't do reality TV. I see people, you know, white and black actually, doing things they wouldn't normally do. So to answer your question directly, in the wake of all these things that are going on, as far as whatever is going on in the entertainment industry, my brother, make sure y'all niggas enter that ring and duke that shit out. Get your motherfucking money and get out. Are you kidding me? Y'all better fight. What?
These niggas ain't fighting, y'all. These niggas ain't fighting.
Y'all better fight and get your money.
Last time
cash.
I said the fight was gonna be on January 28th. I heard these niggas trying to schedule this shit for March, bro. March, that's 2 months, my nigga. 2 months. There's no way they're fighting 2 months today. In today's time, 2 months may as well be 10 years, my nigga. Like, think about it. 2 months ago, we had the presidential election. I feel like that shit happened that shit happened like 3 years ago, bro. I thought that was a long time ago.
2 months is a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
2 months is a long time.
So if you say you gonna fight in 2 months, you might as well schedule a fight for 2019. These niggas ain't about to fight. It was a great publicity stunt though, and a lot of people ate, including us. To be honest, a lot of people ate off of this.
Yeah,
a lot of people ate. So you know, I'm not mad, but I did want to see that fight. I wanted to see it.
Well, you know, brother, I'll be real with you, Brad. Like, I'm not gonna give up hope. I really believe that we can really get. I really think we can get maybe a Cedric the Entertainer to open up maybe with a little comedy routine. Then get maybe maybe have Chris sing the national anthem before the fight. Let's make it an event, everybody.
I like that.
I think we really need. There's so many things we can do with what we have.
You talking about the black community?
It would have been absolutely.
We're talented.
Absolutely.
That's true. Somebody come.
And I think it's nothing because Chris can definitely sing the national anthem, then fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could maybe have maybe bring a Max Kellerman to the fight, and I think that'd be interesting. I would even be interested to hear what Skip Bayless had to say about this fight. Actually, even though I don't really watch his show anymore.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. That was kind of sad. What happened with that show? It's not. Yeah.
There's just a magic that Stephen A. and Skip Bayless had, but hey,
R.I.P. R.I.P. the
R.I.P.
the real first take.
Undisputed and first take. I mean, I love Max Kellerman. He's really intelligent, and I feel like I'm getting smarter every time I watch the show. But that's another discussion for another day.
Yeah.
But
he's smart.
Yeah,
he's smart, but he's not Skip Bayless.
He's not Skip. There's an entertainment factor, but you know what's funny? I see him coming into his being more. There's some flicker of moments that I see him getting into his own personality. It's coming out, and I think when he speaks of something so emphatically and he's so happy about whatever and so excited about, and he knows he's right, and we all know he's right. It's really entertaining. But
he be setting these traps for Stephen A. Smith, and then nigga Stephen be just jumping in them sometimes, and then be like, "Come on, Stephen." Yeah. But Stephen will like emotion his way out of a situation into winning an argument, which is really impressive to watch.
It's really impressive because we all have watched Stephen A. literally have been dead. Like the argument, you've already lost the argument, and he circles his way back around in it. To where it's like, wait a second, is this like, and then he makes like another unrelated point. It's like, no, that's not something to do with what we're talking about. Stay on the topic. Then Max will point it out and say, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, we're talking about this. But I think it's interesting to see them go at it. It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's good times. It's good times for sure.
What do you think about this Michael Jackson? They're doing this Michael Jackson hologram concert. Are you interested?
Not in Michael Jackson hologram, but I do like the idea of hologram artists concerts.
What about a Tupac?
Man, the Tupac at Coachella was really good. If you can get that exact same Tupac, I'd be interested in seeing that. The one who I really want to see is Prince, because I've always been more of a Prince fan than Michael. I always thought that, even before they both passed away. R.I.P. both greats, obviously.
Wow, it's crazy to know that they're both gone.
Yeah, they're both gone, so you can really, I guess, talk about it openly. Because remember, the joke used to be Prince is alive, so I guess he won that one. But now it's like they're both gone, so we can just look straight at the catalogs. It's pretty clear. When you by yourself, you don't want to play Thriller. Man. Yeah. You don't want to play Bad.
That's so funny.
You don't want to play Blood on
It's pretty
Dance.
clear when you by yourself.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
is.
the real. That's the real. Because when you with a group of black people, we all have to pretend like we want to hear Billie Jean. But when you by yourself, you want to hear some Green Beret or some other.
It's really sad. It's really sad because Prince was also a Michael Jordan, but he got treated like an Isaiah Thomas. And it's so sad. It's true.
Sometimes treated like a Mario Chalmers towards the end too.
Like a Mario Chalmers, and I think that's unfortunate.
Mario Chalmers, that's funny.
Prince was, Prince. It's almost like a waste of time to get into a discussion about how great Prince was, but we all know how great Prince was and everything that he was able to do and he did in his most illustrious career that he had. But bruh, man, the disrespect that man has gotten to me. It's just like people just bypass his greatness. You know, it's like as if he wasn't as great as he was. But you know, it is. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I bet you like 300 years in the future, you know, people are gonna dig up or look back on whatever type of streaming service they have, and they're gonna be like, man, this nigga Prince, can't believe everybody was talking about Michael Jackson.
Let me ask you a question. So is it like a Drake and a Kendrick? Is it the same thing? Everybody's looking at.
It is like a Drake and a Kendrick. It is like a Drake and Kendrick, but I'm not sure what was Prince's weakness. Like, well, he was tight all around, and you know, if anything, it's weird because Drake is more well-rounded than Kendrick. Do you agree with that? That Drake is more well-rounded than Kendrick? I'm
gonna break this down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break this down real quickly.
Feel free to break it down.
Musically, it's a little shaky. Let me say why. It's shaky because is Drake a singer? The singing, the rapping is better than the singing. We know, we understand that, right?
Not everyone agrees with that. I agree with that, but not everybody agrees with that.
Not everybody, but it's to me it's clear.
Yeah.
Now, what people gravitate towards more is probably the singing because it's melodic. But if I'm gonna dissect it, is he really singing like that? So then, it's like, what are we saying? Now, overall, as an entity, it's definitely Drake. It's definitely Drake. As more well-rounded, it's definitely Drake. Drake is talented, you know. But as a rapper, the thing about it is, Kendrick is still is his own Michael Jackson, bro, in his own way. It's not like Kendrick can't make a hit. It's not like Kendrick can't rap any way he wants to rap. He can do whatever he wants to do. He just chooses to do this stuff he's doing right now. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's really, when we talk about versatility, what are we talking about? Because now this is the thing. Drake going conscious. I'm not saying he can't go conscious. I'm pretty sure he can. He's no dummy. But
I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can.
Okay, so that's another debate. Yeah. Can Drake go conscious? I think he can. I think he can.
I guess the question is, when he starts to talk conscience, will it be anything that you care to hear about? Because if you know,
and that, it may be. I mean, there's so many angles of consciousness. You know, you can talk about current issues.
Yeah.
But when you start to do that kind of thing, you know, explicitly, it looks like a publicity stunt. So you have to be careful with that. So it's like you get persecuted, whatever, prosecuted either way. So it's and then, you know, sometimes it's just better to keep quiet on issues when you're an artist of that stature. You know, we've never seen anything like Drake. That's another thing too. So I don't even think it's possible for Drake to mess himself up, because I don't think. Yeah, it's really difficult. You know, you're light skinned, you can rap, you sing, you have a little bit of charisma. If you wanted to quit rapping today, you could. You can act. You're only 20 whatever. I mean, you're doing your damn thing. You're sleeping with J-Lo. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
What else?
You're doing all right, is what you're saying, basically.
Oh, sorry. Shout out to Arizona. They're not paying me for this, but I love it.
Arizona.
The juice.
Yeah.
The juice, the tea.
I got you. Arizona iced tea.
Shout out to them.
Future sponsor.
Oh yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah. Oh please, I like the grape flavor and this tropical punch.
Yeah, nah. I don't think I've even had a grape Arizona, to be honest with you. I think I've only had the fruit punch or the tropic punch. That's my favorite.
Oh, you're definitely missing out.
I'm missing out.
You're definitely missing out.
All right,
you're definitely missing out. It has a great flavor. Look, you know, and I'm not saying this because I'm high. When I smoke, and I smoke some really good, you know, and I'm pretty high. A good Arizona always does the trick, man. Arizona, and you know, you get a real good quench. I try not to drink too much because of the sugar content.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're right. Sugar will get you.
It definitely will get you.
Get you eventually.
What artist would you bring back to life today? like, please come back today, please. We need you. I know who mine is. And it's not it's definitely cliche-ish, but I'm gonna tell you why.
You go first, because I have one that I'm thinking about, but I'll have it down pat after you tell me yours.
Tupac. And it's super cliche. Everybody was like, "Oh, I want Tupac to come back." I know all my, I don't want to say what I was getting ready to say. That was gonna be really, really messed up. But yeah, but I know everybody gonna be like, Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. The reason why I say Tupac is because I feel like if Tupac was around, this is sort of like the MLK question. Would it be different if Martin Luther King was alive? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we know the answer to those questions. So it's like, would it be different if Tupac was around to kind of regulate the buffoonery and the coonery?
Who would Tupac fuck with? I think Tupac and Kevin Gates would get along pretty well. I could see that.
Yeah, I mean,
I could see them doing. Songs.
Kevin Gates is an elite rapper, in my eyes.
I don't know. I guess what he is, he just. I can't give him that title, but he needs to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was so funny. Your silence.
Yeah. I'll let that breathe for a second. I would like. I just need to see him do a little bit more, man. Like I like his songs. He has some good songs. I got to see him a little bit more.
What I will say though, that was definitely a joke. But what I will say about Kevin Gates is, I do appreciate the fact that him and Crit. Sometimes when Southern rappers rap, Big Crit, I'm saying, they get kind of bypassed because they have Southern accents. So what they're saying is kind of sounds ignorant before they even giving them a chance to kind of listen to what they're saying, because they sound funny already to people who are not from there.
Right.
So and then a lot of people that are from there don't really rap like that to that level. So Kevin Gates. Actually, to me, number one, he talks about he's pretty engaging in whatever he's talking about. He's a decent storyteller. I mean, he enunciates. I know people are like wow. So that's like a something to celebrate. Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's real.
I can hear what he's saying.
That's real, and that just,
I can hear what he's saying.
In the age of mumble rappers, doing the bare minimum really can take you quite a way, and that's how the pendulum swings. Because when everybody starts to mumble rap, because it's easy, there's no barrier to entry. You can get you a mic, you got you a speech impediment, you got you a beat, you ready to go, you win the game. Yeah. But then once everybody starts to do that, then it becomes this need for some clarity. Some people who actually know what the hell they talking about, have a projection and have their lyrics written down, and they know how to write and read, and then they start to do well. That's kind of the area that Kevin Gates is really taking advantage of, that dearth of talent in that arena. I respect his style. Okay, so go back to your question, which dead artist would I bring back? Me personally, I would probably bring back, this is cliche as fuck, but I'd bring back Biggie. I'll bring back Biggie.
I'm curious. That was gonna be my number 2, and yeah, I'm curious to see why you pick Biggie. I want to hear this.
Biggie, he was just so talented, man. Like, I feel like a lot of rappers copying Biggie. It's kind of nice. I mean, and this is no disrespect to Biggie. I'm in Brooklyn right now. Much respect to Biggie. I see him everywhere, and I think probably living in Brooklyn has made me respect Biggie in a different way. I've only been here for about 5 or 6 years, and I don't know, man. I feel in a way it's almost like a treasure trove of skills and talents. When he passed, was now able to be like rated by all these other rappers. Like, okay, I'll take this flow. I'll take this flow. I'll take this way of doing things. Oh man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell.
But that's what it's about, though. That's what it's about.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of hip hop, is that it grows so fast, so rapidly.
Right.
But if he was still around, it'd be interesting to see how he would react, because he was adaptive. That was an adaptive motherfucker. So he could have.
As far as lyrical ability, there's no question. We all know the answer to that question. But why I wanted Biggie back was because I'm curious to see what he would have been like that was a big. These were huge, monumental losses in the industry.
Yeah.
It changed everything after that.
Yeah.
Because Bad Boy would have been a completely different label. Bad Boy would have been completely different. Everything would have gone different. It would have been a whole nother history. Different things spawned from that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. But you know, if
maybe Dre would have been doing more gangster
Yeah.
shit. Tupac may have been on 2000, Chronic 2001.
But
you know,
but the
would
reason
have some different songs.
The reason, but you know, I would bring Biggie back, but at the same time, for the arts, for the art, it was a good thing that, and he didn't have to pass away. He could have just stopped rapping, but it was a good thing to make room because he was so dominant. Just like it may be a good thing when LeBron leaves. You know, I think a lot of people, obviously we respect LeBron, but he's so fucking dominant. One whole half of the league is not competitive. Like, and it's kind of ruining the game.
It's
kind of ruining the game.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's not how it's supposed to be. But in the same way, that's how Biggie probably would have been, and Pac to a lesser extent. Pac was doing something that only really Pac could do. Other people try to do what Pac doing. You can't do it. You can't do it. But Biggie was very marketable, so people were stealing his stuff.
But this is the problem. This is the problem that people are having, though. On was on back then. When you was on back then, you was on. Now, it don't take much to be on right now. Anybody can be on. So being on is not special. You know, being out there, being a celebrity like that is not necessarily super duper special like that per se anymore. Why I'm saying this is because with all these rappers and everybody out there, you know, and you can say, well, these people took from these titans, and that's what gave birth to all the stuff that we're doing now. So that kind of is kind of like it's hard to compare, but with all the quote unquote competition and the people out there, Biggie was talented though, so it would have been really. I don't know about the competition part, but I will say this though. I'm curious to see how these people would have done in the social media era, because it's different. You know, what made them tight maybe in that era. Maybe that wouldn't be the same thing here. Their skills will still be transferable, but would it still be as, oh my God, wow, you know, as it was then? Would it be the same now? I love Biggie. The nigga just really could for real rap for real.
Yeah,
like for real.
Pure rapper.
Like
Yeah.
pure lyricist. You know, him. I mean, you know, and you know, big like the Big L's of the world. You know, that's what I'm talking about rapping. See, this is where I sympathize and I kind of side with the people who say bring back real hip hop, because when you hear who the fuck is this? Picture me if I 46. When you hear those are the 10 crack commandments, then you compare that to like the nonsense. See, now I'm calling it nonsense by default because it feels like nonsense compared to that. If we're talking about lyricism, it's melodic, but what is that? You know, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's all relative. You know, that rap is, I don't know. I do buy into that golden age of hip hop in the 90s, but it's all relative because you go to like the 70s and 60s, listen to soul music. I'll listen to some soul music, some Al Green, some Marvin Gaye, or something from that era,
Right.
and it makes it, I can't even listen to music that's been created in the last 25, 30 years. So it's all relative, and so I feel like that's kind of the way it is. A rap for some people, I'm not like that. I like new rap a lot. I listen to it, especially when I'm working. I think Keith, sometimes when I'm working and I'm working hard, I don't want my rapper thinking harder than I am in my work. I kind of want to like take a break mentally, and I think that's probably what draws me to like a Keith.
Yeah.
Sometimes even Migos be doing
Which is
too much.
which is why I kind of I think people like Dom Kennedy a lot, and I
Dom,
like Currents.
thank you. Yeah, Dom's in that class, and Dom's part of. I'll go ahead and count him in that LA Renaissance that's happening right now. I love it. LA artists, are killing it right now on all fronts. Jazz, especially.
Oh my
Especially
God.
jazz, but also
Anderson
in jazz
Paak.
rap. Anderson Paak.
Anderson Paak.
You're-
is just I just don't know what to say about this man. The man is just, and I think it's the combination of the fact that, first of all, me and him are the same age. Second of all, he's also from Southern California, being Los Angeles, California, being around it. So we definitely have that similarity right there. The slang, the way he talks.
All right, what up, cuz?
Like,
How you doing, my nigga?
things that I noticed. Yeah, he says nigga a lot. And I think, for me, it's weird seeing somebody with his kind of skills. That I know I was very intelligent. I just ain't seen that, and I know it's an LA thing. We always say my nigga. We say it a lot more than everybody else.
And we picked up on that early. It was like I thought everybody said nigga quite like niggas from LA, but niggas from LA really like to say nigga. Like nigga.
We say it a lot. Like, even I was listening to the Spotify sessions when Anderson .Paak performed with BJ the Chicago Kid. And he was like, shout out to my nigga BJ the Chicago Kid. I was like, did this nigga really say nigga on this shit like this? It's like hella unnecessary. But that's how we talk. But anyways, my whole point in bringing that is because he's a part of that renaissance.
He is. And so is doing real. Shout out to Kamasi Washington too. I try to put people on my nigga Kamasi. He's from Inglewood, California. I believe he's a saxophonist from Inglewood. Very talented young brother. Like that. Very talented. Yeah, the Epic is his
very talented.
His magnum opus. Yup.
Very talented.
Yup.
Very talented. I think he just came out with something not too long ago, a couple months back.
He did. I didn't know that. I mean,
yeah, I think he just did, didn't he?
You might be thinking of what's his name? Is it Lotus Flower or all right. I definitely know Thundercat, the bassist, also talented LA. There's a lot of talented LA artists right now. It's hot. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I was talking about the Epic.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Epic.
Flying Lotus is the artist. Flying Lotus, another talented artist. Go ahead and put it into that category. He had a new album come out too, I think. Oh, okay, no.
And there are a lot of underground artists that I've found just snooping around and searching around for different artists. I found a lot of cool artists out there that are no-name artists, but they're making dope music, bro. And what I really appreciate about this era is the revival of instrumentation. My goodness. Being somebody who's into music and also plays music too, I really, really appreciate that. Because now I get to hear live shit. Like a live performance, you know what I'm saying?
I never asked you, John, do you like going to hip-hop concerts?
I've only gone to one hip-hop concert recently, and that was Currency.
The hospital, how was that?
It was dope. Currency killed the game. He played a lot of my, he performed a lot of my favorite songs. He has such a huge, massive catalog.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like,
he does.
It's really It's really difficult to get like this all the songs you want to hear. Like, he's gonna play the randoms. Hopefully, one of the songs he plays or performs, you're gonna like. But I loved it. Obviously we're in Oakland, so the room was filled with smoke. Everybody's high. We turned up. It's just an awesome experience. I went to the last concert I went to was the Foreign Exchange, headed by Fonte Coleman. Just awesome, and artistry, neo soul, R&B, jazz type shit, So that I love that kind of music right now. And him and Eric Roberson just released the album Tigalera, which is really good too.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. There's some good folks out there making some great music out there, man. So you just gotta dig. I think that's the thing. We didn't have to dig when we were younger. It was just on the radio.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of filtering before. Now there's no filtering. You have access to everything.
Making music.
Yeah, there's no studios. There's no radio stations in between you and what's hot, what's next. You are.
It ain't nothing but a garage between you and GarageBand. You send an email to the radio station. That's really what this is now.
Yeah, now SoundCloud, man. Everybody's on SoundCloud, YouTube.
SoundCloud, yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, getting their music out. So even Spotify, I thought there would be some hoops to jump through to get your stuff on Spotify, man. There's a lot of no-name artists on Spotify. If you want to just waste some time, go and looking through.
Yeah,
a bunch of artists.
I know a couple people on Spotify actually. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to them.
Shut up, fool.
Shout out to them.
It's crazy out here. So I saw. Okay, so George Carl. I didn't see. Okay, no. See, this is the thing. And I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's this conspiracy theory. Where the hell was Stephen A. Smith? I haven't seen it yet. You told me he wasn't there. Why wasn't he there the day this motherfucker comes to the show?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know exactly what John's talking about, George Carl has some, what we would say, disparaging things to say about Kenyon Martin and Carmelo Anthony in his most recent book called Furious George. I think what he said was that he said some things about basketball. Carmelo didn't have a winning attitude, something like that. But the key takeaway is that he said that these niggas had attitude issues because they ain't have no daddies. And this is the point where we can't really analyze the truth of what he's saying. We gotta just go straight to being offended. But I wanted to see Stephen A. Smith from First Take really directly confront George Carl, because George Carl was on First Take. I think it was Wednesday, maybe. Yeah, Wednesday. And Stephen A. Smith was absent, but it was gonna be good. I mean, I have my own opinions on the whole George Carl thing, but I definitely wanted to see Stephen A. Smith take a crack at that.
Absolutely, bro. Like, it just is just. I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, why not? Like, that was the moment, But I think that maybe Stephen A. Smith may have wanted to maybe jump over that desk and slap that nigga. Who knows what would have happened if they were in the same room? My main thing is, don't talk out of the side of your neck. What does that got to do with basketball? Like, honestly, dude, you're just being like, this is racist. It's disrespectful. It's out of pocket. It's unnecessary. I understand you're trying to get your money. Like, what the actual fuck are you talking about, my nigga? Like for real.
All right.
And
you wanted to see Steven do that?
I wanted to at least see him punch him out. Like, or not. Okay. Ain't gonna punch him out. We know that. But at least, like, bark at him a little bit. Like, hey, like, motherfucker, like, you quick to write books and shit about motherfuckers and say all this shit and talk shit about people. Well, talk shit now, nigga. Like, I was looking forward to something of that nature.
Yeah. I mean, he could have just challenged him on the merits. Like, how could you say that about, that's the reason LeBron, I mean, from what I've been told, he didn't have his dad there. And you see, he's a great role model, and he's the face of the league, and he's had a lot of pressure on his shoulders since high school. And he is, I mean, probably even before that, but high school is when he was on a national stage, and he's more than surpassed every expectation. You know what I'm saying? This is from an ex-LeBron hater, and I was a real LeBron hater back in the day.
Me too. I agree with you 100% on this, actually.
And
I'm right there with you. And this brings me to my next point. So, why do we jumping to these kinds of conclusions? What would make you think that? So, okay, because I didn't have a father. That's why. It could just be because that I'm just a useless ass nigga, right? I can't just be a useless ass nigga, or is it because it has to be my daddy wasn't there? Because that's what I think it is. I think Kenyon Martin and Carmelo Anthony were just useless ass niggas.
It's hilarious to hear you describe Carmelo as a useless ass nigga. I'm glad he was never on a team I rooted for. There's some players like that.
Oh my God.
I was so glad.
I've never seen so much talent do absolutely nothing.
No.
For a team.
The only person who is worse, and I hate this nigga, bro, Derrick motherfucking Rose, my nigga. This nigga is the most frustrating nigga ever, bro.
But he's sad. Derrick Rose. I'm gonna be real with you, and we could even segue into this one because this is really.
I'm done talking about Carmelo. Now I want to talk about Derrick Rose, bum ass.
Yeah, I want to talk about Derrick Rose.
That's all I want to talk about.
Derrick Rose. It really hurts me. This is the thing, and let me be sympathetic to this guy. He really was broken by that injury. I know he tried to act hard and act like he wasn't shaken up or he wasn't mentally broken. It didn't affect him. The injury fucked with his head. And I think that I really do believe. Now, I didn't believe it before. I was like, okay, he good. He gonna shake it off. He's good. He said that for like 5 years.
He's not good.
He is not good at all.
Not.
And it's definitely psychological. I don't care what anybody says. And then, what am I talking about? I don't care what anybody says. It's what it is because his ass just decided he wasn't going to go to the fucking game.
Hilarious.
Then he goes afterwards and says, oh yeah, by the way, I don't regret it. I would damn near do it again. Okay. So you know this nigga got something's cracking off with that nigga, man. That nigga tripping.
You don't care, bro.
Who just okay, I don't want to go to the game.
You don't care, bro. You doesn't care. He don't care. He got me want to go Google if he had a daddy in his life, the way he acting. Shout out to George.
For real. Yeah, for real. On some G shit.
Oh, man. So another thing I want to talk about and get this in there, man, like...
Zimmerman.
Not
right?
Zimmerman, bro. This nigga, who is John Legend's, like, media relations person? This nigga is everywhere, bro. You cannot escape. You cannot escape John Legend. This nigga, he's an all-star.
Well, okay. Before I get into it, let me also say, I've gone to different places with different ethnicities, restaurants, grocery stores, and different places, and been around different places. Mm-hmm. And they'll be slapping. Like when I say slapping, they'll be slapping at John Legend.
They be slapping him?
Bruh, people love this nigga, bro. Don't get it twisted. The first album I was in love, man. Let's get there, people. I love that nigga, right?
Yeah.
I love that nigga,
you like
right?
that?
But then what? But the problem was, what I'm saying, after a while, it's not necessarily redundant, but, it's like we've heard it before. And his hits are like major hits. Like, you hear them motherfuckers every motherfucking where. All of you, you heard that motherfucker everywhere. Yeah. You was in a grocery store, you heard that motherfucker at Albertsons, you heard that motherfucker at Kroger's, you heard that motherfucker every place you can imagine.
I thought he was just gonna be Kanye's sidekick at first. I didn't expect him to just be around.
I thought Farnsworth basically like a high class Farnsworth,
right?
Like a high class, like not a high class, but a musical Farnsworth.
Yeah, Farnsworth learned how to play piano. That's what I thought happened.
Play piano, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Put the umbrella down, picked up the keys, and he's still here. 15 years later, I can't escape John Legend. I turn on CNN, there that nigga is. I turn on the game, there that nigga is. Award show, my nigga's everywhere. And I get it. Get your money, get your face out there. He's doing it, but where can I hide? I gotta watch Fox News if I don't want to see John Legend. It's my only option. My last resort.
John Legend is in a very, 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 very great space.
He is.
He's in a great space, and a lot of people, the people who don't like him like that, who aren't the greatest fans, I can understand why he may be a little frustrated.
You know who has to be mad is all the R&B singers gotta be sitting back like, ain't this about a bitch? How is this? Ain't this about a bitch? This old.
Niggas, they ain't never called Donnell Jones to motherfucking CNN or Fox.
Right.
But don't call this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let this niggas come through and give his 3 cents. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Nobody want to hear fucking what that nigga got to say or fucking Tyrese got to say. We just want to know what the fuck John Legend, because John. See, this is that shit about being light skinned I be talking about.
This that light skin shit. This that paper bag shit I was telling you about earlier.
Bruh, it ain't cool, bruh. And I hate it. I hate to say it, No, but okay, I'm playing, but it's also true.
It is true. Him and Common.
Yeah, and they get a light skin pass.
That's just funny.
Let me ask you a quick question. if Chris Brown was dark skinned, would he get away with all the things he's getting away with? Let's keep it solid.
Chris Brown still be in jail. What you talking about? Be done.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
What you talking about, my nigga?
Okay.
What you talking about, my nigga? You think he be
Okay.
Nigga be halfway through his bid.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'll just ask you. Because the last time we had a version of that, yeah. Bobby Brown was the closest, the dark skinned version, or Usher. And if Usher did anything like that, ever, and we love Usher. And let's not forget, we all love Chris Brown too. Let's not act like Chris Brown was loved by everybody pre-Rihanna beatdown.
Mm-hmm. He was. He was on Michael Jackson trajectory, and people don't really remember that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On that MJ trajectory, everybody kept saying that.
He wasn't gonna get there, but that's the type of arena he was playing in because he had all the pieces.
Arena.
He had all the pieces.
He had all the pieces.
Yeah.
And he was light enough.
And he was light.
Fucked up.
He said he was light enough. He was plenty light enough to get where he needed to be.
Because, there's only so far Ray J can go. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, okay, I'm sorry to change that, but you just bringing up Michael Jackson and the light skin thing. People, me included, will always come down hard on MJ. MJ, why'd you change your color? MJ, you ain't had to do that. You was black and beautiful. But I bet you if I go look at the fucking years and the numbers, I bet you they correlate to that nigga lightening his skin. It had a profound positive effect on his career.
Oh, absolutely.
And nobody wants to talk about it. It's ugly, but like I know, they people were killing themselves in China when he died. They was cutting their wrists, and I know that had something to do with the fact that he looked like a geisha for the last 7 or 18 years.
This nigga he wanted to be. Michael Jackson I feel like he wanted to transcend race, which is interesting. Because you're black. And I think and I'm not laughing at him at all. But what I find interesting is you're still that dark-skinned nigga from Indiana, little boy. Nothing has changed. But now you're this. You know what I'm saying? It's just knowing that you're still that, to me, at the end of the day, and then you're doing this. But Michael Jackson. Why were we talking about Michael Jackson right now?
Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, Breezy. No, Breezy was never gonna. No, he wasn't gonna touch that. But he was light enough to almost get there. He was light enough.
Yeah, no, he was, and and he liked girls too, which helps.
He liked women. Oh, did you see? Okay, so check it out. So they had a.
He liked to fight him too. Nigga was a boxer. Go ahead.
Have you seen? They had this little issue because apparently Michael Jackson's family was mad that they had some white boy play Michael Jackson's adult years in this movie. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. And then it was not funny until I'm watching a clip of the white dude playing Michael Jackson, and then hearing Michael Jackson's family members in the background with the audio in the background talking about how disrespectful it is. It is priceless. There's nothing funnier than that.
They say they love me when I let.
So this is what I'm talking about. So so when we talk about all this, pride and Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I just said earlier, to me, Michael Jackson is still the little boy from Indiana. But
that's beautiful,
at
John.
the end of the day,
that's beautiful.
Huh?
That's beautiful.
He still is.
That's beautiful.
He is. He is. But the problem is when what are we remembering of him? You know, I wish I could just remember, you know, Thriller and everything before that.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a lot of great, music after that as well, obviously. This is interesting because we talk about the pride that black folks have in Michael Jackson and the barriers that he broke and all the incredible things that he did, and you know. But then when you think about it, it's like, damn, dude, like you really turned white though, bro. Like,
yeah. But, you know,
at the end of the day, like it's not like
that's Mike.
Even you try to. Like people talk about getting away from black, you know, get away from black folks, and people talk about different things like that, and people, you know, you see OJ tried to do it. He tried to get away from his blackness. It didn't work. Michael Jackson tried to do it. It did not work. A lot of people try to get away from being black. It does not work.
Mm-hmm.
It always comes back to haunt you.
Right.
And
yeah,
I think I just want to say this on behalf of myself and just to Michael Jackson and people like O.J. Simpson as well. In my eyes, you're always black, and you're always going to be a hero to me in my heart. I appreciate what both of you guys have done, and all of the other entertainers that have been ostracized for some of the things that they've done in their career.
So when you say you appreciate what OJ has done, what exactly are we talking about here? We talking about juice? Talking about running back stuff? We talking about the stabbing? You talking about him?
I'm talking about
busting in there like a gangster and getting his playing cards back? Dumbass nigga.
O.J. Simpson was a hero. He's just stupid. That's all.
He's just stupid.
He was a hero. He's a dummy.
Yeah. Hey. You know.
No. Like I love O.J. Simpson was a hero. Let's not forget. I know everybody likes to talk a lot of shit, but O.J. Simpson was no joke. It's just that his name now carries the trial. You can't just say O.J. Simpson without putting the trial after it.
Yeah.
It just goes with it now.
You talking about that? You talking about that little stabbing thing?
Just that situation with the whole, you know, the wife. I guess he killed his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Some situation like that happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, OJ tried to get away from black. He had we know the story.
Right.
It did not work, brother. You know, it doesn't mean that you can't date outside your race. It doesn't mean that you can't do all that kind of stuff. But when you're literally trying to remove yourself from black, it's very interesting. Yeah, you're trying to you're trying to unblack yourself.
The unblackening.
The unblackening.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, yeah, O.J. Simpson was a hero. You know, come on now. It's just that he fucked up. So that, he married a white woman and
No, that's funny. I love how whenever you marry a white woman, anything bad that happens to you for the rest of your life, everybody could just go ahead and just go straight there.
He's also stupid, and that's because he married a white woman.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
No, but all jokes aside, OJ just made some bad life choices. That's all. But we still love him. Still love OJ. I clapped when he was acquitted. I was so happy. I was in the second or fourth grade or one of them.
That's funny.
Second grade.
That's
Yeah, I was in the second grade. I
remember. Everybody remembers where they were when that verdict came down. It was crazy.
Everybody remembers where were you when OJ was acquitted? Go.
I was like 4 years old. I was being babysat by one of my teacher's twin daughters. They were kind of fine. They were like in middle school at the time. And we were all just watching TV. And they were more into it than I was, but they were really excited. So I was just sensing the energy that this is a big deal. This nigga got off. That's where I was. I was at home basically.
Wow.
But I remember the situation, which is rare because I don't have a lot of memories from that time. This is one of them. And the OJ got off. It was like a huge deal, and it lasted for a few weeks.
Right,
it was
right.
like weird at school the next day. You know what I mean? Everybody looking at me like, I know you happy. Like, nigga, I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah, I know. I have another question for you. Those two girls that were babysitting you, do you still have their contacts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll forward that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
But yeah, I was in the second grade when OJ was acquitted. I was in class and I was like one of two or three black people in class, and I clapped in class. It was a little awkward because at that time I was going to private school, and the majority of the kids in the school were not black. So at that time it was definitely a race thing. So all the like 99% of black people were going for OJ. Obviously, everybody else was like, we want him to fucking rot in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad, just another insight, I have to say this because I would regret if I didn't say it. My dad actually worked on this case. My dad was Johnny Cochran's intern, working with him as a paralegal.
Man, shut the
back
fuck
in the day.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I swear.
Shut the fuck up. Stop it, my nigga.
I swear.
Stop it, nigga.
This is a true story. This is a true story. So, my dad would talk about the case all the time when we come home from work, and I find it interesting because it was such a big deal. And then we would listen to all this Phil Henry, Larry Elder, Rush Limbaugh, and we would hear what they would constantly be talking about OJ, and then my dad would be talking about it. So I knew a lot about the case. And this is a second grade. Yeah. This is a true story.
That's something I didn't know about you. I know a lot about you, but I didn't know that your dad. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I think you did tell me this, that your dad was a paralegal. I think I just always thought it was BS, so I never really committed it to memory. I always thought you were fucking around. I always thought you was lying.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. My dad used to work for Johnny Cochran. My dad actually used that to get a job.
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah, he used that to get jobs because, obviously you just put Johnny Cochran on your thing, you're in the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
His name was obviously he was the number one attorney at that time. Nobody was fucking with Johnny Cochran.
Yeah.
He was he was also a hero in the black. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was. He was a big deal.
Oh my God. Johnny Cochran? Whoa. This nigga, and then when he acquitted OJ too? Oh wow. Because that was America saw the guilty black man get off in front of you. In front of you. We know he did it.
Yeah.
He knows he did it. Everybody knows he did it.
Injustice.
And he got off.
Injustice.
Oh my.
Yeah, injustice. So, you know what I mean?
Johnny Cochran will always be a legend in my eyes. Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran. Shout out to Johnny Cochran, man.
You just lost one. You're so silly. How come, nigga? We got one. We took one. One for the home team. OJ gave the black community its first W in like 30 years. Not since the civil rights movement. They gave first one.
And then to disrespect, and I'm like, OJ, shut up. Sit your ass down. See, this is the thing about OJ I didn't like. Sit your ass down, OJ. Because he kept fucking up, coming out, writing books and shit like that. Johnny worked hard to get your ass off. That was a case of the century.
Yeah.
Got your black ass off.
Yeah.
And you still fucking up.
You never saw OJ
you
never saw OJ on like First Take or nothing like that. He was never coming on giving his opinion. It's kind of, I don't know. It's just funny.
I would love to hear what OJ Simpson has to say about sports and shit. Like OJ can never not make money for the rest of his life. Because he's OJ Simpson.
You already know what OJ is gonna say when he got on and then he got pressed. He was gonna be like, listen, I never said I was a perfect person. Like, my nigga, you killed those people. You're fucking murderer. This nigga's definitely be like, listen, only God can judge me. I never said I was a saint. That's what every guilty nigga says. He's getting
out this year. He's getting out this year.
Oh, really?
2007. Yeah, he's getting out this year. That's right. Oh shit. Yeah, because it's 10 years now. 2007. Remember?
Damn. Oh, it has been. Let's get this free juice movement cracking. Free juice.
Okay. So I think he should have already written a book already. It should already be done.
Oh, he's working.
I would do a 2-part book if it was me. Part 1, part 2, because it's been it was a 10-year journey. I would do a 2-part book. The first book would be I'm Not Going Back. I'm not going back to jail, but it was just I'm not going back with ellipses.
Okay. What's book number 2?
Book number 2 is Damn, I Went Back.
Damn, they got me.
Damn, they got me. No, seriously, I think he should definitely do some books. I would definitely do some interviews. Definitely get as much money as I can. Yeah. I'm all about. This is where I will say that I'm all about capital. Get your capital. I'm capitalism. I'm not. I don't love it, but if we in it, you better play the game. Get your money. Always my motto.
Play to win. Always.
Don't play to lose.
Play to win. Play to win. And stay black too.
Oh, please stay black.
I think I've told you this before, but I go through these intervals in my life where every like 6 months I go through like a little spree where that's like my go-to goodbye is I just tell people to stay black. You know? And I like to do it to people who aren't black exclusively. And I'll just sit back and just judge reactions. And the best and the funniest reactions when I tell people to stay black has to be Asian people. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Because Asian people can't hide their reaction when you tell them to stay black. Like they have to let you know they don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Like they have.
Is it? Do Asian people have a disdain for Negroes? And if they do, is it justified?
I think Asian people don't have a disdain for Negroes. They just see what's going on. They're like, no, nigga. No. Like we're on a different trajectory. But you know, Asian people are hilarious. Asian people will be, and I love some of my best friends. I just said some of my best friends are Asian, so you already know I'm about to be hella racist. Asian people will be like, more black than you, but then don't want to be called black, which is a beautiful thing. Like that's, if you think about it.
Very interesting. Yeah. It's very, very interesting.
My nigga will be.
I've also witnessed this as well too.
He'll be halfway through a head spin. You call him black, they'll stop like, nigga, what you say? Like, oh, my bad.
Exactly. Like, come on, yeah. And I've met some people of other races, but what I find interesting is white folks that want to be black, they're so happy when you call them black. They're flattered almost.
Yeah, but think about it though. You get to, because you're the benefits of being white are locked in. You know what I'm saying? So if you can then also get the benefits of being black also, you're winning.
Yeah, it's
you're
like
winning, and I don't hate on you.
Yeah,
you're winning. You got them both. You got it.
Yeah. That's why, it's really difficult to give certain people the nod, even though we know they're great, and I'm not going to name names, but you know what I'm talking about,
Rich Homie Quan?
Oh, no, not him.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right. We want to thank y'all for listening to FireSide Chat, joining us at the FireSide We appreciate your support. We ask that you subscribe, that you like, that you share, that you come back and check us out. We'll be uploading regularly, at least once a week. On the weekend, we'll be uploading a long form pod like this one. And then all throughout the week, we'll be uploading little one-offs, following the current events, giving you our takes on different issues, and also having special guests come through. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. So for me, Eli DeJah, my co-host,
Cool John, baby, we out
homie,
here, baby.
Cool John, cool motherfucking John.
Ooh, ooh.
Just want to thank you. Fireside Chat. We out.
West Coast.
West.